Chad, 500,000 square miles situated between the Sahara Desert to the north and the Savannah to the south. A land scientists say has been inhabited by modern man for thousands of years. Chad is a land of warring factions, and in most areas, it's lawless. Throughout all the conflict, unfortunately, wildlife has suffered. Western kudu and red-fronted gazelle still exist in reportedly healthy numbers, but nomads are moving into the wildlife areas, wiping out the animals as they go. We'll be looking for the western kudu as part of a trial, the goal of which is not just to successfully hunt that western kudu, but also to establish that hunting is a sustainable and viable alternative to letting the nomads and other factions wipe out the wildlife species. Ultimately, the future of wildlife will lie with the people of Chad. That's a long drive today. Was it 9 hours? But it's not that far a distance. It's just, stop at every village. And that's military checkpoints, or what
and
is that?
Police checkpoints, just to control everybody in the car.
And we had to have a permit to tell them we were traveling today through all those, and that's why they let us through.
It's a tough place, not easy, for sure.
That may well be the understatement. We've got Libya right over here with ISIS, literally. We've got Nigeria with Boko Haram right here, and we've got the Sudanese rebels right over here. And you guys are in the center of this, trying to create basically a wildlife preserve with hunting financing the preserve to keep the wildlife.
It would be a disaster to let all this place down without.
I agree. That's why I'm here. It's our responsibility as hunters to, do what we can to protect the wildlife.
But it's a bit complicated, and sometimes they are fighting.
Yeah, usually when you say complicated, that we call that like there's big dangers. What's the issue?
Nomads with their cattle, and it's a big trouble because they are drinking all the water.
And they're just literally without borders. They just go wherever they want.
They travel all over the country. We are not going to interfere on it, of course, but
it's cautionary. Just be aware, be alert, and don't let anything escalate if we bump into them.
Take care.
If we can show while we're here that western kudu are here in huntable numbers, I know you could create a hunting industry that would bring hunters from all over the world, regardless of what's going on and the strife around this place. They'll come if you have western kudu. So to me, that's the glamour animal. You can build the industry around that.
And it would be great as well to get a red-fronted gazelle, because we have been asked by the local to provide them some meat, because there is a traditional wedding in a couple of days.
A Muslim wedding?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Really?
You would like to see?
To go take part in a Muslim tribal wedding in the middle of Chad. Are you kidding me? I love that stuff.
Okay.
If we can do that. So that'll be, okay, so kudu and red-fronted gazelle this week, we'll do our best.
Great, yeah, we'll do our best.
Jean-Philippe's watering down the actual difficulties in this area. The nomads are coming in like a tidal wave, and the people that are already here, the villagers that are established here and have been here for hundreds of years, of course, they don't want that. The wildlife is caught between these two essentially warring factions, and the wildlife is absolutely going to lose unless these guys can create some sort of a wildlife preserve here. And that's our job. We've been asked to come and help show that there is these kudu here and that they're huntable and get one to show the world it can be done. But now I find out also that the locals have asked specifically for a red-fronted gazelle, for a wedding feast, and that goes a long way for public relations with the local villagers. If we can't find this western kudu and the red-fronted gazelle and show the world that they're huntable numbers and show the world they can be actually hunted successfully, then I think that this whole plan is going to fall flat, and in 10 years there won't be a single animal in this place. Not a wild one. We can't fail. We can't fail. Just checking out a local village. These are the villagers that actually live in the area. They're not the nomads. They have their own cattle, but they keep them in a certain area at a certain water hole. They don't just let them run everywhere out like the nomads do. And these are the people that will benefit if we can get a kudu, if we can prove that a kudu can be hunted here in Chad. Nowadays, that'll bring in an influx of hunters. There'll be money coming into this village right here. Wow, huge big clay pots. Oh, look at that. Hello. It's got the anthropomorphic figure on it. It's beautiful.
C'est l'arachide.
Ah, okay. So it says peanuts. So you take peanuts and you grow them here?
Oui.
No? Cut them?
Oui.
There we go. Done.
Okay.
And that's the peanuts stay in there.
Right.
How do you get them out? They take a little kid and throw him down the hole, and then they throw the peanuts out.
Voilà.
And then he goes down and...
Aïe. Là, Kabir. Go.
Ah! That's pretty cool. Thank you. Pretty cool. Beautiful. Smile. It's so cool to be able to show these kids their own picture. When do they ever get to see that? So you take the pictures and it's the same all over the world. The kids are kids. They love having fun. They love smiling. They love to learn. They love something new. And this is something new for them. Thank you.
Leur peuple, c'est quoi?
Comment il s'appelle sa tribu à lui? Il est là. Oui,
Borokola.
Borokola. Borokola.
Ah,
Moroccola.
Borokola.
Moroccola. All right.
Borokola.
Canadianski na.
Erifta.
Haruta. Can I see your knife? Look at this. Look at this. That is how he wears his knife. See, look, this here, this is my knife. It's very sharp,
Tamam.
see?
Tamam.
We're comparing knives here. Hey, that's pretty good, eh? Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. There's actually holes right through the. That's cool. So this spear, what does he use this spear for?
Okay, so the different sizes. Just one is to get thrown away.
Okay, so
this one just to protect.
Okay, so this is a throwing one.
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, do they hold it like this, or like this?
Demande à monsieur comment il fait pour.
Show me. He sees. He knows. So this spear is like this, like this,
Défense comme ça.
or
Pour à cheval toujours.
or like this. Sure. He's gonna show me. Ah, okay. Who makes the spear points?
So someone is.
Someone makes them in the village.
Yeah, and he bought it.
Oh, okay. So they actually. So it's just like it would have been in the olden days. Somebody is a flint knapper. So still today, someone forges these and hammers them out, and then they just make the sticks, and that's it. That is really cool. That is good. Tell him thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Where else on the planet can you go along and just bump into a Morocco tribesman with his hyena throwing spear and his stabbing spear? And I'll guarantee that's not the only thing those spears are used for. That's so cool. We're just getting organized for the day of hunting. Dead calm this morning. Really oppressive heat already. I think today's going to be the hottest day yet. Very first morning, came out and there was a ancient, old, red-fronted gazelle. We were just walking. It was old, big male. So we saw a gazelle right there first thing this morning. Awesome, right off the bat.
Still a lot of game. Yeah.
Still a lot of game. I mean, obviously one animal, but I mean, let's see what else. I'm excited. Close. We almost had our wedding present. Gazelle, is him there? I can see his tail. He's still running, eh? Wow. It's the heat of the day. It's cooking hot. It's got to be over 100 degrees here in Chad. Saw lots, but not what we're looking for to actually take a shot at. We're trying. This is a pretty long shot. Would have been nice to sit all day, but you can't do it if the wind's wrong. So this is our next hunting method. The nomads, they don't want us here, so they're blocking the road here and there with branches. It's not like it's a declaration of war or anything. It's just a notification that they're watching, they're here, and they don't want us here. So it's a warning. It's a warning. The kids, the little herders, are running off. I mean, they know they're not supposed to be in this area. The area is controlled through hunting now, and they know they're not supposed to be here, so off they go. Looks like they're 7 years old, 10 years old maybe. This area is a designated wildlife zone, so they're trying to make these zones, for wildlife, designate them wildlife areas and support it with hunting dollars. But you've got to give them an economically viable alternative to having cattle in this area. So what is that? Less cattle and they have jobs outside of this area? Or they start working for the hunting companies and they turn into guides, then they don't need their cattle anymore? That's definitely a possibility. It won't solve it, but it'll certainly go a long way towards helping solve the problem. It's a male.
Femelle.
Oui. One female, one male. I can't see them. Where is it? I literally don't even have a target. She's just standing still. She's not doing anything. I'm getting 250 yards. She turned around, I can see the male now. Matt, you see the white trees? Yes. He's just to the right of you. You can see his tail wiggling now. There. He's walking now. We gotta go a little bit further. Go on, carefully. Go slowly. There's branches in the way again. Nope. Slowly. Where? I see. I see. What happened? Done? We may have just got the gazelle for the wedding. And literally the wedding is tonight. This was the last chance we had. You see? He's there. Holy smokes, off sticks. I squeezed it off as good as I could. I thought it was a touch far back, but apparently not. There he is right here. That's it, red-fronted gazelle. We got it. Holy smokes, that was intense and long. Oh, man, fantastic. Oh, we got him. He's ancient, huge male, old as the hills. The shot was perfect. We got him, Jimmy. We're going to the wedding tonight. We just arrived at Rokun village. We can hear the wedding music. We're a little bit late and they're dressing me to go because you can't just go in my hunting clothes. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Tu peux appeler les gens.
Thank you.
Ils peuvent venir.
So they're getting everything set up, getting the chairs. We're going to have front row seats to this ceremony. This is our wedding gift. We've got soda pop and, of course, wild game.
Salima.
Congratulations.
Salima.
Congratulations.
Allez, Salima.
Sit now? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is awesome. We're sharing a culture, we're sharing a celebration and a ceremony all at once. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We're worlds apart, and yet, you know what? We're that close. It's just like that close. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. You know, this place, we're not supposed to be here. The borders are shaded in red, and every website says don't come to Chad. And we get handed a line from the popular press, and they're not always telling us the truth about what the situation is on the ground. You know, they would have us hate these people because they're different. But nobody can deny that they still care about family and the institution of marriage. I mean, these are things that they believe in just like us. You know, I have hope for this world, and I think reaching across 10,000 miles to shake hands with these people, literally, is making this world a little bit of a better place. We've had 3 hours of sleep after last night's celebration, the wedding. It's going to be a little bit of a rough day, but we're hunting, and it doesn't get any better than that. Doesn't matter how many hours of sleep you got the night before. The western kudu is possibly the most difficult animal to hunt, certainly in the last 10 years in Africa. The only place you can go after them is here in Chad, and it's been closed for nearly a decade. And now we're here, and today we're looking for Hemingway's Gray Ghost, only we're looking for the western version. Toughest of all the sparrow horns, toughest of all the animals in Africa, maybe, could be. We'll find out. We'll give it our best shot. This is cattle droppings everywhere. These are from the nomads. They live anywhere. Borders don't mean anything, so they come through with their herds of cattle. You can't have this and have wildlife. There's tracks right here. That's a bull track too.
There's tracks of two kudu coming down, female and young bull.
And a young bull.
Young bull kudu and female kudu tracks coming down from the mountain.
I mean, the numbers are here, and that's most important. You know, whether our chances are realistic or not of getting one is irrelevant, really. What's important is the kudu are here, and they're using these mountains as their escape habitat. the air has got a fine Sahara powder filling the air, gunked up in your lungs and your nose. And it makes seeing difficult. And our equipment, like my rangefinder, there's too many granules in the air. It's like a slurry. You can't get a return signal on it. A fog of dust. It's reducing our visibility to about 300 yards. But it seems like the kudu are hanging out on the base of these mountains. Obviously not on a mountain like this. It's just granite knobs sticking out of the Moyambo forest. But if we walk along the top edge and look down into the flats and send a couple of the trackers around, the bottom, maybe if there is kudu bedded in the thick stuff right against the side of the base of the mountain, maybe they'll spook them out of there or, make them move and we can spot them from up on top. It's a long shot, but at this point, we're not left with a lot of options. Unbelievable. What a place. Look at that. Here's another one. We found an old campsite up on top of this mountain, or several. This is a matata for grinding the grain. It's even shaped so she can put it up against the slope. Look at pottery shards everywhere. It's obviously been there hundreds and hundreds of years at least. The size of that pot. I mean, this pot complete had to weigh 60, 100 pounds. And then to carry it up here, it's got to be more.
Just at the bottom of the big stones,
Yeah.
there is a big part of the pot.
Is there?
Big one.
Hey, look at that. This one's quite thin. This is another camping spot. Look, there's another matata. There's another big part of a pot here. Oh, there's designs on that one. So they took the time to actually decorate their pots. It means they weren't just in pure survival mode. They had some time for art. Not a lot of art, but some art. There it is right there. Fascinating. We gotta dig it out. A cone. There's the edge. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So that's the bottom of the pot. So it's like an ampule for laying on side, probably for water. Gives an idea of the shape anyway of what the pots were. I mean, how many times you get to discover an ancient, it's a village. It's not even a campsite, it's a village. You feel a reverence in a place like this. And you're sharing a spot that has been shared by tribal people for thousands of years. And this is hunting. This is hunting right now. No animals, no killing, but we're hunting. A very important part of hunting. A beautiful part. We had a good day today. Just taking a quiet moment here to myself. It's a beautiful evening, dead calm. Almost no moon. And I have hope for tomorrow. On the waning end of this hunt, I think we've actually got a pretty fair chance that tomorrow could be the day. Tomorrow could be the day. We were up at 3:30 this morning, drove all the way here, trying something new today. We're on a river, and we're hoping that they'll come between, these stretches of water. Maybe they'll come down to the river itself. It's hard to say. So they're coming through here. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Warthogs coming down. Looks like there's 6 right now, 50, 60 yards in front of me. Oh, there's a 7th up here. 8 warthogs. There's a sounder of warthogs. I'm gonna have to pay attention now. You never know what can come through here any minute. Two cows and a calf just crossed across. They're beautiful. That's the first cows and calves we've seen in this spot. That's good. That means there has to be a mature bull somewhere here. That's Western roan. Very, very difficult animal to get close to. They have incredible senses and very wary, secretive. You almost never get the drop on them. We've seen tracks around, but we have not seen a roan yet. That's the first one we've seen. To know that they're here in this area in Chad, still in this Moyambo flatlands, is a good indicator of the health of this area. If there was much poaching, they're smart enough they'd be out of here to somewhere else until there's no other place to go, and then they're gone, like they are in a lot of parts of Africa. Beautiful, beautiful regal antelope. That's an honor. Honored to share this time with them here. Kudu bull. Just one girl, and it's just not old enough. Someone just spooked him. These are some nomads. Just came down to get water, it looks like, and wash up. This is the reality all over the world. The habitat that in the past was so remote that there was no people living here. They've come into this area that was designated wildlife only zone, which means you have to have poaching patrols, and essentially you have to have guards guarding the border for the wildlife. So you have to give the wildlife that way to fight back, and hunting dollars is a big part of that solution. We've been sitting here now about 8 hours and had a very interesting day. We felt that there was enough tracks through this land bridge between the watercourses that would warrant sitting. And it worked. We saw 3 different kudu bull and a lot of baboons. It has to be the baboon kingdom right here. Paddis monkeys, western Dyka Orby, and some beautiful birds. It's been a great day. But at this point now, it's time to start moving. I think we're coming closer to the time when that big bull that's got to be in this area, that old one, and we're getting closer to when that bull could come sauntering through here. And we'll be ready when he does. Good day, though. Good day. Tomorrow will hopefully be even better. We've just come across a nomad village. We've just come across a nomad village. We were told day after day that we shouldn't go to visit the nomads, but the fearsome nomads that, so many of the problems supposedly are caused by. And, here we are. I don't see trouble, I see people. They're not attacking us, they're welcoming. They're trying to exist, survive. They need a place for their cattle to water, their cattle to feed. They have their children, doing their best to raise them, trying to find a place to live, just like all of us. I'm not sure what the name of the wood plank is, but I've seen them many places where Islam is the religion, and they write the Quran on the slabs of wood, and that's an ancient old slab of wood. I think he's cleaned off the old Quranic verse on there, and now he's rewriting it again. Fascinating. You can't help but despair when you meet the enemy and find out that the enemy is not so different from us. They live differently, they may look differently, they dress differently. Certainly their religions are different, but fundamentally they're people with families, with children, trying to live. We need a bigger world. These people deserve to have a place to live, to call their own. They shouldn't have to be nomads with no fixed address. Tolerance. There's got to be a way for all of us to get along. Even with all our disparate agendas, there has to be a way for all of us to get along. Has to be. Tolerance. Tolerance is the key. Sun is just coming up over the horizon. We're quite a bit earlier today. My biggest concern is the wind. If it changes, we're going to have to get out of here, which will be really a shame, because I think we've got a chance here. We'll see what happens now. Straight on, there's no shot. That's a big bull. That's a big bull. Matt? Yeah. You see him? Straight on, there's no shot. Was it good? Bull? Last day. That's a Western kudu, a mature bull. It looked to me like he was going to leave, so I had to shoot when he was walking. I don't like doing that. Oh. Western kudu. Thank you. We got it. We did it. He's a beautiful old bull. You can see all the scars on him. Old warrior. He's been fighting. Look at that ivory tips on the end. His hips are all sticking out. That's a gorgeous kudu. We did it. We got it. We got the kudu. Now the animals here in this area will have a chance. We've proven that the Western kudu is here. Hunters will come from all over the world. We got him. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. How are you doing? Thank you so much. We did it. Thank you. Thank you so much. We did it.
Very good.
This is this kudu's last journey, so they've put a piece of tree branch in its mouth to send it into the next life with its last meal. It doesn't matter where you are around the world, the respect for the animal after it's dead is always, for true hunters, evident. I mean, these gentlemen know it. This is the best part of being a hunter, helping create an economy here that'll protect the wildlife for generations to come. We're taking the meat to give to the wedding couple, actually. They allowed us to come to their wedding. It was wonderful. So this is one way of showing our appreciation. They'll then distribute it to all their friends. This is Thank you so much. How are you doing? Nice to see you. We're dancing. That's us. It's good? Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bon mariage. Bon mariage. Okay. The village, everybody's coming now. Look at the smiles on their faces. The message is pretty obvious. We're bringing the kudu meat for these villagers. Everybody's pretty excited. This is the best part of any hunt. It actually is. I mean, preparation, that's part of it. Then the travel to get to the place, the adventure, that's part of it. The hunt itself, waiting, trying to figure out the animal, and then this is the biggest part right now. This is why we do it. This is why we hunt. We provide for other people. A farmer grows more food and raises more livestock than that farmer could possibly eat. He feeds hundreds and thousands of people. Hunters are the same way. Hunters are the same way. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.